Hello and welcome everybody to a brand new video. So, it is post Blackpool or Europa Blackpool 2023. I'm not even saying it right. Europa Halo Blackpool 2023. Post. It has happened, it has been, and it was something. So, it was a first time LAN for me. Never been. And it was an absolute cracker of an experience. Now, not only, so I'm going to have some like pictures and stuff to show, but I'm just going to try and incorporate them wherever I can. So not only did, when I get there, everybody was like super wholesome. So I walk into the venue, you get yourself a wristband, so this is the morning of. Get myself a wristband, walk in with, I think there was, we basically met all of our team at the front of the venue. That was great, like, we managed to get there. We then actually managed to play about 45 minutes earlier. I hadn't played the entire of the travel day. I got there quite late at night, like almost, like, I think it was like 7ish o'clock. So I was quite tired anyway. So we get there, we're playing, and then all we just do then is we kind of just like wait around to see who's playing up. Now, by this point, by the time we're actually there, people are already starting to go on main stage, which was sick. Like, seeing everything, I do have some pictures to show, so I will have things like overlaid on the screen. So seeing everything that it was, like the main stage where it was laid out, was so nice and so clean. Now, it then comes to us playing, right? Now, I didn't have any other expectations other than what the result actually was, which was we lost all of the games. Now, I was not upset at this point. I was not upset at all at the fact that we lost all of our games, because I knew, probably my other teammates knew, that we weren't a team expected to win at this LAN. Especially with, if I am correct, the teams that we faced against went top 16, top 12, and top 4. So we had an absolute pull of death. Like, there was no chance we could actually even try and win any of the games that we had. So we just made it fun. So I'm going to insert a little video now. It's only going to be a couple of seconds long, but this is me at the LAN. So, as you can't quite see, like, I was literally shouting at people because what happened was I was bottom mid on recharge, and if you don't know, recharge is a map. So as you come from bottom A, I was down there and I got a reversal perfect when I was one shot. And I had to let my opponents know that I absolutely pissed on them. And it was fantastic. Like, that was the entire weekend, was just letting people know that you were that player. You were him. Now, so obviously, day one of the LAN, I didn't really do too much. I was kind of just like watching games, wandering around. Got some photos with a couple of people. Like, met a couple of people that I've been playing online with for quite some time. Obviously, like I said, I met my teammates for the first time. And so, like, overall, day one was fantastic because it couldn't have been any better, and I had no complaints, and I still have no complaints. For my first LAN, I didn't know what to expect, but to say that what they did with the budget and how they actually handled it was absolutely fantastic. Like, it was top tier, 10 out of 10, no problems whatsoever, right? So day two comes along. Now, day two is where the absolute madness happens. So, like I say, day two, all calm, no problem. Walk in, start saying hello to people. I'm sat there watching my friend play some games, and he goes, "Oh, Zai, do you want to hop down and play some mates?" I'm like, okay, I'll come play some mates. So I ended up beating so there was the one team that we played, and we played those for 2 games, is the roster that we had, won both. We then played so another player swapped in, and another player swapped out on their team. We played that, so I beat their team, so I ended up going on that station alone, 3-0. So that was great. And then I hear something out the corner, like, you know what I mean? You hear something in the distance, and you see somebody out your corner, right? And they go, Bound was here. Now, if you don't know who Bound is, and you are a Halo fan, Bound plays for Space Station Gaming, and he is, at any given day, a top 5 player in the game. Best in the world, you know what I mean? Top tier talent. It's like Renegade, like Frosty, like Lucid, you know what I mean? Just somebody that's absolutely fantastic at the game. So, I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity that I didn't actually foresee coming. I need to make the most of it. So I'm walking around, I'm watching people walk and play the game and stuff like that. And then next minute, you know, he's walking around. I'm like, oh shit. Let me go and, like, you know what I mean, get a photo. So I walk up to him, got a photo. Right there. And then we end up chatting a little bit. He's like, obviously, it's been really nice. I'm like, oh, how was your flight? Like, he was like, oh, I've been down here for like 2 weeks because his girlfriend lives in somewhere in the UK. And the next meet, you know, which was fantastic, is a huge queue of about 40-50 people line up to get a photo with him because I asked for the photo, like, for the first time. And then that was it. Everybody's like, oh my God, Bound here. So then that was great, right? And now this is where it gets better. So I finished from speaking to Bound. And then I then go and actually manage to find him again, but not out of, like, where I went and found him. I just bumped into him. And there we go. He goes, oh, what can you do on these stations? So there was, like, 3 PlayStations. Once people were done with pools and the matches that they had, the bracket matches, they would then obviously, like, go to main stage and shut them down. He then goes, oh, what do you want to do here? So I go, oh, we can play on him. Next minute, you know, I might have roped myself into a 1v1 with Bound. And I was absolutely shitting myself. Now, the result is, as you would have expected, the result was quite literally a blowout. You know what I mean? Like, you expected that. And it was absolutely a fantastic experience. Next meet, you know, Jimbo, who plays for Navi, comes along and he's chatting to me, calls me by my name, which is like, which was great. And, like, overall, I've got loads of photos that obviously I'm going to be dotting around in the video that you can see me with, like, pro players. So there's these Mighties, Glory, I've got SLG, I got, obviously, Jimbo, I got Mike, I got Wonderboy, which is Navi's coach, and obviously I've got Bound. I've got loads of photos of my team and my friends, not rival team, but you know what I mean, like, just really close people. Overall, it was an absolute fantastic experience, and people missed out. People without a doubt missed out. And that simply comes down to, it was, for what they had in terms of budget, and the amount of money that they had available to do things, like, they knocked out the park. It was nothing but fantastic. Everybody was so close and tight-knit, like, you'd walk up to a station and you had a crowd around you because you were talking shit to your opposite team. I had, like, another team that we were, like, not close with, but you know what I mean, we were okay with. Sat there, like, playing 8s against them, and, like, I said to them before the game, I went, right, listen, right, I want the utmost shit talk in this game. Like, let's just talk mad shit to each other. And lo and behold, that was it. I was getting one shot from across the map, and I was getting shit on from on their station, and it was so clean. It was so clean. Now, about the game plays absolutely 10 out of 10 online. There's nothing like it. There's no desync. But overall, like, for an experience for my very first LAN, it was 10 out of 10. Nothing but wholesome people. Nothing but fantastic experience. The way that it was set up, the way that the main stage was, the way that they actually had opportunities for players coming up in the ranks to actually, like, showcase their talent on main stage. Overall, the experience for LAN was absolutely fantastic. Now, this video will release once I actually have all of the footage that I do want to, obviously, like, come out to my channel, because I'm currently, like, downloading. I've got quite a lot of things that I need to download, just so I can make this video a little bit more interesting, so you can see a lot of it. I'm going to have a little bit of footage of me having the 1v1 against Bound, on the channel. I'm probably I might do that as a separate video because that was interesting. That was certainly interesting. Now, the result is insane. The result is insane, and you can see why he's a pro player and I'm simply just an amateur. But other than that, like, I can say for absolute sure that if I were to do this again, which I will, it's going to be hard to top what I just experienced. It really will. Like, the entire weekend, I couldn't stop, like, thinking and enjoying myself, and, like, I had a smile on. I was so ecstatic to meet the people, like, on set in Jersey. Like I said, I was getting photos with Jimbo. Jimbo was sat there chatting to me and my friends for like an hour just about Halo, and it was insane. It was genuinely insane. Yeah, I mean, that's basically all from me. Like, I said that I was going to do this little update video, and here is my Europa update for what actually happened at the LAN. I went 0-9 on day 1. I went 7-0 on day 2. and it was absolutely fantastic. So to everybody that sees this video, to everybody that I met, thank you very much for actually making my weekend. Like, I appreciate every single one of you that came up and chat to me, that spoke to me like I was your friend. I loved it so much. And like, I can't wait to see, I will probably say like 98% of you again. I really can't. Like, it's going to be sick. If you guys go to this next LAN, whether it may be in Paris, London, or wherever it's going to be, I hope I see you again, because I'll be coming up and giving firm handshakes, because I absolutely love the lot of you. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, all those good things down below. And if you want to see more content like this, where I'm just like chatting, I can do like a little bit of IRL stuff, please smash that like button, because I know you enjoyed the last video, so maybe you might enjoy this one. And like I said, thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next episode of video. As always, my friends,